A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run on first down. Moore. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
You talk about getting off to a hot start, a shutout right out of the gate. Think of the carryover headed into this one, the residue of that game. That means excellent practices, guys alert, ready to go. They'd love to hang a second one right here, right now. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Locke. Flush to his right. That's Ward, complete right side. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Raiders. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing. And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up. On first down, Carr. Thomas brings it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL. Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Not much there, only a yard. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Carr to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that. They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Ward. Ooh, with a juke. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down now, it's Ward. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
The Carr's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. 7-7, our score after 1. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Jayon Brown. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Lock. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
From midfield, here's Lock. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he'll get it down to the 47 here.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Carr. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Gallup as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing his car on third down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Gibson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On second and goal, Carr is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now, before we get to the extra point, remember, all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give to Gibson running right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Carr going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Carr. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Now Carr. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 22, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's got Njoku over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Carr now on first down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Gibson again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And now the rookie's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Going deep here for Allen. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A huge play there for Denver. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And we are inside a 2 minute in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have the Broncos 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. They look to throw, it's Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Oh, good move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 70 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Gibson again.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Second and 11 now. A handoff for Gibson.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an